He never imagined that the freezing girl he helped one rainy night would return days later with a convoy of luxury cars, calling him Dad. This is the story of Liam, a struggling single father with nothing to give except kindness, and how that kindness changed his life forever. The rain poured endlessly that night, hammering against the broken roof of Liam's small wooden house at the edge of town. Inside, the dim light flickered weakly as he wrapped his 7-year-old daughter, Emma, in a thin blanket. Life hadn't been kind to Liam. Once a mechanic, he had lost his job when the workshop shut down. His wife had passed away during childbirth, leaving him with a baby and a mountain of unpaid bills. He survived doing odd jobs, fixing old bicycles, and working late nights at a warehouse, barely enough to put food on the table. As the thunder roared, Liam heard a faint knock on the door. It was hesitant, almost lost in the wind. He frowned, glancing at the clock. 11:45 p.m. No one ever came this late. He opened the door carefully and froze. There, standing in the pouring rain, was a young woman, soaked to the bone, trembling, and clutching her arm. She looked maybe 23, her hair plastered to her face, her eyes full of fear and exhaustion. "Please, can I stay inside for a while? My car broke down and my phone's dead," she stammered, her lips trembling. Liam hesitated. He had barely enough space and food for himself and Emma. But then he looked at his daughter. She was peeking from behind him, her innocent eyes filled with concern. "Daddy, she's cold," Emma whispered. That was enough. Liam nodded and stepped aside. "Come in. You'll catch your death out there." He gave her an old towel, let her dry herself near the fire, and offered her a cup of warm tea. The girl smiled faintly, whispering, "Thank you. I didn't expect kindness from strangers anymore." "My name's Liam," he said softly. "And this little one's Emma." The girl hesitated, then said, "I'm Anna." She didn't say her last name. And Liam didn't ask. People who are running from something don't like questions. As the night deepened, Anna watched Liam tuck Emma into bed, humming softly despite the cracks in his voice. She saw the holes in his shirt, the tired lines on his face, and yet, the warmth in his eyes when he looked at his daughter. When Emma fell asleep, Anna whispered, "You're a good father." Liam smiled faintly. "I'm just trying to keep her safe. That's all that matters." The storm outside raged through the night, but inside that small broken house, something gentle bloomed: kindness, warmth, and quiet respect. The next morning, Anna insisted on leaving early. "You've already done enough," she said, slipping out the door before Liam could stop her. He didn't even get to ask if she'd be okay. She left behind only one thing: a small silver bracelet on the table, with a delicate letter A engraved on it. 3 days later, Liam was walking Emma to school when a convoy of black cars rolled down the narrow street. People stopped and stared. Such luxury didn't belong in this poor neighborhood. The cars stopped right in front of Liam's house. The door of the lead car opened, and out stepped a woman in a formal suit, followed by several guards. Liam's heart skipped. Then he saw her. Anna. But this time, she looked completely different. Her soaked clothes were replaced with a designer coat, her hair neatly tied, her confidence shining. She walked toward him, smiling softly, but her eyes shimmered with emotion. "Liam," she said gently, "I've been looking for you." He was confused. "Anna? What is this? Who are these people?" She took a deep breath. "My full name is Anna Kensington. My father is Richard Kensington, the founder of Kensington Motors." Liam's jaw dropped. Everyone in the city knew that name. Kensington Motors was one of the biggest companies in the country. Anna's voice trembled. "That night, I ran away from home. My father wanted to marry me to someone I didn't love. My car broke down in the storm, and you helped me without even knowing who I was. You and Emma gave me something money couldn't buy: kindness." Liam stood speechless. Emma looked up at Anna, her tiny hand clutching her father's. Anna continued softly, "You said that night you just wanted to keep your daughter safe. Well, I want to help you do that." She turned to her assistant and handed Liam a folder. Inside was an offer letter, written on official letterhead, a full-time job at Kensington Motors, as head of the repair department, along with a brand new home near the company's campus. Liam's hands trembled. "Anna, this is too much." She shook her head. "It's the least I can do. You helped me when I had nothing, even though you had so little yourself. That kind of heart deserves everything." Tears filled his eyes as Emma hugged Anna's leg, whispering, "Thank you, Miss Anna." Anna smiled down, kneeling to meet Emma's gaze. "No, sweetheart. Thank your daddy. He reminded me what real wealth looks like." Months passed. Liam now worked proudly at the company, respected for his skills and honesty. Emma went to a good school, smiling brighter every day. And Anna often visited, sometimes with her father, who eventually met Liam and thanked him personally. On one quiet afternoon, as the sun painted the sky gold, Liam watched Emma and Anna laugh together in the park. He smiled quietly, whispering to himself, "Kindness is never a loss. It always finds its way back, sometimes, in ways you'd never expect." In a world where everyone is busy chasing success, this story reminds us, sometimes, the richest people are those who give without expecting anything in return.